Thank you, comrades. As some of you know, I'm Chris from Crew. So some of you who have had a chance to speak to me in the past, you'll have known that I actually come from what a lot of us would describe to as a fascist background. In my late teens, I was a member of a fascist organisation, and my heart is actually going saying this in front of you all, actually. So I can say that if my first introduction with the left was one of our younger members punching me in the mouth as I was coming out of McDonald's, there's a very good chance I wouldn't be here today. I'd like to think of myself as an example that somebody can be won over, no matter how extreme their views are, with reason and with debate. So, as you can tell, I'm working class. I come from a working class background. My family's working class. In fact, most of them are unemployed. When at this point, I was struggling with a lot of drug addiction, as were a lot of my close friends. Not things like alcoholism, homelessness. We were suffering a lot of the same ills that a lot of our class are. What we didn't have was any scientific analysis. In place of that analysis, we had a member of the National Front who pointed my anger at immigration lines. And that is a much easier thing to sort of point your anger at than reading. Now, I'm going to stab a guess here that nobody in this room has actually read Mein Kampf before. It's almost ridiculous to even suggest that many people in this room would have done. But there's a part in it where Hitler actually mentions the fact that his party don't ask people to read. And that was almost a point of glory for them, that the Marxists are always doing the study groups, and who's got time for that? Or we can just direct them to a point of anger. It was the Jews, it's the blacks, it's the gays. And that works very well for them, and it has done successfully over the years. It feeds into the blind, raw anger that the working class do feel. And what we need to recognise is a lot of these times, these are legitimate concerns that people have with no scientific analysis. So a lot of fascists, what we'd call fascist foot soldiers, I like that term, so I'm going to use that again. They are workers that share the same needs as we do. Now, there is a mantra on the left that fascism is not to be debated, it is to be smashed. Now, one point soon, that time will come. At the moment, we are not in an open conflict. Now is the time for us to convince and recruit while we have the time. The fighting will come later. Thanks, comrades.